Good morning, guys. Beautiful day here in southern Arkansas. This is going to be two parts, or kind of like one full thing, but this is going out to Sookie Girl 97381, I think. I was looking at videos, and I just saw your, I forget how you worded it. I can't believe this happened, or bad situation or something, where the rabbit got his ear bit. I don't know how I missed it. I just didn't see that video. But I just want to tell you that is fine. You're fine. That's why you're doing rabbits. You're doing rabbits not to be perfect. You're doing rabbits because you're doing rabbits. I mean, don't let little stuff like that get under your skin. Don't get discouraged with stuff like that. It's no big deal. It really isn't. My one pet peeve I'd have to tell you, though, is when you started rabbits, you said you were going to do it to eat them. Now you have to eat some of those, okay? You can't keep them. And by this time, that video was 2 months ago, so I'm expecting an update and let me know how everything's going. The second part was I was going to mention a little bit how many I house rabbits. Okay, you can keep baby rabbits together. See, this is boys and girls. They're 5 weeks old. Boys and girls. I can keep them just like this till 12 weeks old. Okay, boys, girls together. At 12 weeks old, the boys can start becoming fertile, and so you don't want them in a pen together, okay? Now, at that time, you can pin boys together and girls together. Now, pin this size, I wouldn't do no more. Like, if you were just doing it for a few more weeks, then you can do 7 or 8 in here. But if you were going to, like, let's say I have these 3 does, and this is meat type. These aren't meat type, but y'all just bear with me. These 3 does, I want to raise them out. They're going to be my does. They can live together until they're ready to be bred. They're fine. They may get in spats and get mad at each other and all that good stuff, but they're fine. The only thing that is when they're ready to breed at 6 months, 5, 6 months, whenever you want to breed them, when they're breeding size, you'll need to separate them out into their own pen for a week before you try to breed them. If you take one out of here and try to put another one and breed it, they won't breed. They need to be by themselves for about a week before they'll breed. The other thing is you cannot take a doe out for, I'd say, no more than 6 or 7 hours and put her back in. That's not going to happen. The other does will get dominant and they'll start picking on it. They need to stay where they're at. You can't switch them around unless you switch them all together. Like I could take them off from this pen to that pen, or this pen to that pen. That'd be fine. But if you take one out, the same goes with bucks. You can put 2 or 3 bucks in. Now, if you do that, you got to be careful because usually one of the bucks will become not picked on as in fighting, but picked on as in it won't get as much food and stuff, and so you'll see that it's smaller, which isn't that big a deal for a buck because you're not breeding them for their, you just want them for their manly parts, not for their growthy parts. So that's really not the big deal, but just monitor and make sure that little one's getting food. But they can live together to the thing. A little bit of scrapping ain't going to hurt nobody. Now, that whole ear thing, Sookie Girl, I'm thinking that was probably through the fence, or I mean that was a big old piece of ear. I'm not sure about that, but that's just, you learn. And yes, if you're just learning about rabbits, resex them. Probably about this age or a little older, 6, 7 weeks, they become real easy to tell, and by 12 weeks, their little testicles are coming down, and you can just look down there and see. But yes, definitely recheck them. But this is mainly going out to Sookie Girl. Don't get discouraged in rabbits. One pet peeve I see with your video is you don't have them in the butcher and in the freezer yet. I know you're getting attached to them, but you only keep the couple you're going to keep, and the rest need to go in the freezer. That's what you're raising them for. If you start getting attached to them, then you'll have too many, and it defeats the purpose. It'll be too expensive. But I hope everything's going good where you're at, and I want to update. I want to see how everything's going. If you haven't butchered those out yet, you better get it done. That way you can show them to me on the counter. But I hope everything's going good, and I just want to send this out to you, tell you not to get discouraged, and you learn from your mistakes, and that wasn't really a mistake. It just happened. I mean, you're fine. No problem there. You'll know next time. And you have beautiful rabbits, by the way. You did good. They are gorgeous. And I just want to let you know because I hadn't heard from you in a while. So get me an update. I'll be expecting it in the next couple days. Talk to you later, girl. Bye-bye.